Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Echo and welcome back to this week's Minecraft Xbox and PlayStation Q&A episode. Now before I get into this video, there's two things I want to talk about. The first thing is I'm extremely sorry for the lack of Minecraft console content on my channel recently. To me, Minecraft console has become very boring, and until we have an update, I'm really not enjoying it. I am trying to find new ways for you guys to enjoy fresh content, but we are really in need of an update. But I will be back making Minecraft console content once the next big update is available. The second thing is, a lot of you have been asking me, will we get a Halloween texture pack? Will we get a Halloween skin pack? 4J actually commented on Big B's video yesterday saying it's coming on the 10th. So on the 10th, which is in 2 days time, which is actually Saturday, we're expecting something Halloween themed. Now personally, I'm expecting the previous Halloween texture pack, but I'm possibly expecting a brand new skin pack. If they don't be introduced, I'm guessing we may see a mashup pack, because it's been a while since we've seen any type of mashup pack. It's been a while since we had any skin pack, and it's been a while since we had any texture pack. But as of me speaking, 4J really haven't revealed too much information in regards to updates, and they have been very, very quiet. So let's get into this Q&A. If you guys have any questions in regards to future editions for Minecraft console, leave a comment down below. So the first question this week from Cambob says, do you think they'll have the biomes and 1.8 features all in one update or separate? Now the reason I've added this question in this week's Q&A is because I want to make sure you guys are up to date with what is expected to happen. Now 4J did confirm they are working on an update up to 1.8. This doesn't mean that everything's coming in one update. They also said we can expect possibly smaller updates. This could be the likes of biomes in one update, then waiting a couple of weeks, then they could introduce enchanting and fishing, and then we could have to wait a little bit longer until we get 1.8. And I think the reason of them doing this is so people who've never played PC before kind of understand the new features before moving on to new things. Because imagine throwing all 1.7.2 and all 1.8 into one update. A lot of people will be extremely confused with new features. I know the tutorial mode is there to help you, but it really isn't that great. And that's when you guys come to YouTubers like me, which is awesome. Moving on to question 2. This says, hashtag AskEcho, do you think 4J will expand the Nether and the End in 1.7.2 or wait for 1.8? Now, there's never been a confirmation that they will expand them, but it's something that they definitely should do. When I moved from 360 to Xbox One, I always wondered, did they make the Nether 36 times bigger like they did the overworld? However, the Nether is exactly the same size on Xbox One as it is on 360. Now, the Nether is really not something I'm bothered about. It's more the End. The reason why I'm more frustrated with the End is because you can't really make a useful Enderman farm, because you really can't go that far off the island. Meanwhile, on PC, you can go really far, making an extremely awesome end farm. So this is something that I would like them to introduce. However, I don't think it's top priority, but I would really like to see it introduced, and I'm sure you guys agree with this. They definitely should make it possible on Xbox One or PlayStation 4. Question number 3 says, hashtag AskEcho, do you think we'll ever be able to switch texture packs in-game? At Minecon, this question was asked a lot towards 4J, and this is something that they know people want, because there's nothing more frustrating than joining your friend's game. Personally, I like to use the default Minecraft texture, but sometimes my friends like to use the natural one or the plastic one, and there's nothing more annoying than your friend being the host and you have to use that texture pack. So this is something that they have been considering, and this is where the likes of servers may take action, where you can just be your own person and do your own thing instead of have to worrying what your friend is doing. So yeah, I do think it's something that will be introduced in the future to Minecraft console. I don't think it's something in terms of feature updates. I think it's something after we have 1.8 available, along with possibly servers. And moving on to the next question, possibly custom skin pack. So 2 people asked, do you think they'll ever introduce a skin editor? Now this question was asked on Twitter, and good news about this is also at Minecon, people asked this during 4J's mashup pack Q&A. people were like, can we have custom skins? They've got it on Pocket Edition now. They've got it on PC. Why is console missing out on all these great features? Why does it feel like console are behind? And Roger Carpenter, who is the lead producer for Minecraft Xbox 360 and Xbox One, said this is something that they have been testing. Now, I don't know how far down the line in development it is, but it's something to look forward to. How I would like it to be is them have a whole range of different heads, different heads, different chests, different legs and arms, so you can just like slide across and select your own different skin, even if it was all the skin packs we have now and we could just slide across and make them your own. So for example, you could have like a cape on your back with, say, my crocodile skin. I could change my head to a Steve, so I've got a crocodile belly, a Steve head, and I could have like chicken legs. So this would be really fun to mess around with, especially with the animations on Minecraft console. So the skin editor is something that we can expect possibly in the future, as well as texture packs being for different people. So the next question from Danny says, hashtag Ask Echo, how will spectator mode work on Xbox 360? Now, there's never been the confirmation of spectator mode either. The only time I could see spectator mode being introduced is if they introduce hardcore mode. This is where you have one life and one life only. So if your friend was in the game and your friend died, he could continue to watch you. However, you can't see him, he can't place blocks, he can't break blocks. But on saying that, if they were to introduce hardcore mode, it's way overdue, but they did this with adventure mode. They introduced adventure mode, I believe, TU24 or something like that. Actually, no, TU19 they introduced adventure mode, and people really don't use adventure mode because we don't have the ability of commands. Commands plus adventure mode equal awesome adventure maps. You having hardcore mode with friends equals ultimate fun. So there's so much that 4J could possibly do with the game. It's very slow in development, and even I can say this as a YouTuber who I do fully support 4J, but they are a little bit slow. So next question from Tom says, do you think 4J will add multiple tutorial changes or just for the bigger update? Now, I like this question. The reason why I like it is because we always ask 4J about the tutorial mode. Remember the first ever tutorial mode? It was very basic, and it's kind of developed into something big over the years that people really return to the tutorial mode, and 4J edit it. They do the music disc hunt. I don't know if they're going to keep the current tutorial mode we have now, which has obviously Stampy's World. It has like I think is it a church? No, it's not. It's a castle. But I'm expecting them to completely change it. However, I don't expect 4J to do multiple tutorial changes. I think what they're going to do is introduce small features, such as new enchanting, new fishing, in one update, new biomes, in another update. And then in the big update, we're going to expect the tutorial mode with everything brand new, and I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know what we can expect, but I don't expect multiple tutorial world changes until a bigger update. 4J and Minecon also said the reason why in TU25 they didn't change the tutorial mode is because they said it really wasn't a big enough update to change it, and it was a pretty big update, to be honest. So yeah, it has to be a really big update for 4J to change the tutorial mode. There's so many T's in there, I couldn't really speak. So anyway, next question here says, why do you think people lose interest in the console Minecraft so fast, unlike PC or MCPE? Now, I have the perfect answer for this. The reason why people lose interest on Minecraft console is because 4J don't keep us updated enough. If you look at the Minecraft Pocket Edition developers, if you look at the Minecraft PC developers, every single week they're tweeting new images on what they are working on. As for the Minecraft console, we're lucky to get 1 or 2 new pictures every couple of, I'd say 6 weeks or something like that, which really isn't good to keep your fans interacted. So if there was one thing I think 4J need to keep on top of, and that's letting the community know what they're working on. This is how you can keep updated with what we can expect. Maybe they'll have a time schedule, but that is exactly the reason why people lose interest on Minecraft console compared to the other versions. And I've noticed it on Twitter every single day, that when I check 4J's Twitter, they don't tweet for weeks, which is really frustrating. And that is actually the direct answer that you're looking for. So the second to last question says, hashtag Ask Echo, what are you really looking forward to in TU30? I'm actually looking forward to something brand new. It's becoming frustrating right now that we have nothing new, and that we've had to wait a very long time for biomes to be introduced, because I was, like, hand on heart, expecting biomes to be introduced in the last big update, being TU25. It was never introduced. I did enjoy the manual crafting, but biomes is something I really want to see, and I know a lot of the community do, because it's great for survival players. So Annie, biomes, and pretty much just new features. That's it, new features. So the last question in today's video says, #AskEcho, how much more time do we have to wait for the next title update to come out? How long is a piece of string? It's as long as you want it to be. So it's as long as 4J keep working on it. I honestly can't answer this question, and I really don't like to answer time questions. But if we don't get an update by the end of this month, early next month, a lot of people are going to be very angry. And if we don't start getting updates, it's going to be even more frustrating. So the time schedule for 1.8 could be up to 6 months. Hopefully the 1.8 can be early next year, if not in December, because last year we got TU19 in December, which would equal 1 year waiting for a big update. I don't know, guys. That is all the information I have for this week's. I'm not going to go on with it because it is kind of frustrating me. I know it's frustrating you guys. If you go on Twitter and check out what people are tweeting towards 4J, it's, do you have any updates? When can we expect an update? Do you have any pictures? When are mods coming? When are servers coming? Etc. So a lot of people are in demand of features. Let's just hope that 4J can deliver sooner rather than later. Apart from that, I've been Echo. Have a great day. And as always, I'll catch you next time. Bye.